How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 4 of Ahsoka. This episode is titled Fallen Jedi. Now, last episode we went on a little space adventure with Ahsoka, Sabine, and Huyang, where Ahsoka was training Sabine. It was going somewhat well. We learned that Sabine can't use the Force as well as Ahsoka, obviously, but Sabine is still trying. There's also a bit of a communication issue between Ahsoka and Sabine, but I think they managed to sort that out by the end of the episode, because they managed to work together to take on some ships. Them ships having Marek and Shin in them, and a bunch of random thugs who all blew up. But we had a pretty cool scene with Ahsoka stepping out the ship and using her lightsabers to deflect the other ships, like turrets or whatever, their lasers. And it was pretty cool. It was straight out of Clone Wars. And we also had the Purgle in live action for the first time, so that was nice. It looked good. And then on the other side of the story with Hera, she was trying to convince the New Republic that Thrawn is coming back, but they didn't believe her, and obviously that just proves how incompetent the New Republic is, and that's especially what led to their downfall, in a way. So yeah, we also got to see Jason, Hera's son, for the first time in live action, so that was cool. But kind of sucks that the New Republic kind of shit on Hera. Like, surely you'd send out like a scout mission just to make sure nothing's happening out there. But nah, they didn't. Then right at the end of the episode we had Ahsoka, Sabine and Huyang land on the planet. They turned the ship's like systems off and Huyang to make it so they weren't being detected by like Shin and Marek. And then it basically ended with Baylan sending out some droids to go look for Ahsoka and that, to stop them. Also, speaking of Marek, he spoke a few times last episode, and there's been a lot of theories about who it could be, but we'll just have to see if those theories are true. I think it could be someone we know. I am leaning towards Starkiller, like just like a canon version of him, so it's not going to be like an OP version of fucking Starkiller, because that wouldn't make sense. But I'm not going to fall into the Mephisto trap, because it might not be anything like what we're expecting. That about sums it all up. So let's stop doolallying around with this shitty recap and get right into the fucking episode.
I'm counting on you to see this through.
I will say, the guy playing Ezra sounds extremely like him. Oh, Burgle. I don't even know why I bother recapping. The episode does it for me. Oh, that was Marek.
Hera, do you copy?
And there's a jammer.
Come in, home one. This is Fulker. Repeat. Do you read us? Over.
They jammed your signal.
Where's Ahsoka?
Outside.
You asking that now?
We can't send a distress signal, and our ship isn't going anywhere.
It's like Ghost of Tsushima, with all like the red leaves.
The enemy has the map
Hmm.
and the means to get where they want to go. If we can't make the journey to find Ezra, then no one should.
He's stranded out there. Maybe.
I mean, he
this time
still
for
is.
Good.
Better that than allowing Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
Dun dun dun. That's the name of the book.
Can I count on you?
You know you can.
Hmm. You should bring Zeb, dude, and Callus, and everyone else.
Everything all right?
No. She senses something. Oh! Got stuck on her shoulder. Oh. Is that... No, that's a droid.
Best get underway soon.
Is that a note of fear in your voice?
Experience.
Hmm. He's such an interesting character. Fallen Jedi. Jedi Fallen Order. What is she looking for? Spray paint? Oh no.
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Mm-hmm. Huyang,
Finally some
he's gonna get shot. Oh, jump scare. Oh! I mean, it makes sense. Jesus.
Daft droid made it worse.
No, I didn't.
He wouldn't.
Oh, there we go. She doesn't need a lightsaber. Oh. That's sick. The wombo combo. I like how the lightsabers are kind of like they're flickering a little bit.
That will set me back a bit.
Better get moving.
Together.
Oh, very good.
He's a proud droid. Ah yes, a New Republic. Incompetent shits.
I'm not just gonna sit around and do nothing, Lieutenant.
But you can't leave without authorization.
Watch me.
I mean, it's what she does all the time. He's thinking,
How come I have to do what I'm told and you don't?
because you're younger. Oh, she's taking a squad with her? See, I don't know why she couldn't have just done this from the get-go.
You know,
Oh,
you're
shit.
risking an awful lot by doing this.
Well, you know how it is. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Jesus. See, they could have done this last episode, to be honest. They could just have recon mission, you know?
For the jump we're attempting, if your calculations are off by even a little, we will be lost to the depths of the void. Faith. I lost that a long time ago.
Yeah, when the order fell, right? It's weird that she doesn't look like a Night Sister. Because usually Night Sisters are like, they're pale.
Witchcraft.
But in a weird way, isn't using the Force witchcraft? Uh-oh. Yep. What was she doing? Oh, that was quick. Wait, she's only using one. That means she's not trying. Yeah, she's not even trying. Don't chase her that closely. That's cheating, dude. Oh! See, that's what I say. Why don't they just, like, unignite it? Like, when you're in, like, a little bit of a clash, just unignite the lightsaber and then ignite it again. Oh, she hit him. She hit him, didn't she? Oh, he's doing the fucking spinny move. Better than the sequel lightsaber fights. Holy shit, it actually is. Because the sequels was just this. Yep. That was some Darth Maul Obi-Wan shit right there. Whoa. What the fuck? Was it like a ghost? Because to be fair, he didn't actually show up until they saved Elsbeth, right? And it was green mist, or dust, or whatever that was.
Protect the map until I send for you.
He's fucking massive. See, Marek was easy difficulty. I think Baylan's gonna be like hard difficulty for Ahsoka. She's gonna have to try with this fight. Why did he pull his other?
Anakin spoke highly of you.
Ah, he knew Anakin.
He never mentioned you.
Is that why you walked away? Abandoned him?
No, the Order fucked her over.
The only reason I'm here is to secure the future.
And you find starting another war necessary?
I'm not starting a war, but Thrawn will.
Yeah, but you're gonna start the events of it. Butterfly effect.
Destroy in order to create.
That's some Thanos level thinking right there. Oh, that noise. Because red lightsabers ignite differently, right? Imagine this is the whole fight. Yep. Now she knows. I mean, she beat Maul, and she, you know, she unmasked Vader. So, she's definitely got a chance. I mean, and she took on Grievous when she was young as fuck, so... Oh. He's a menace. Quite, yep. Oh, close. Imagine they did like the Peacemaker or the Suicide Squad shot with the helmet. Oh no, she didn't do anything. She braced for it.
You have no power.
I got some there.
Like your masters is one of death and destruction.
Nah. Oh, Jesus, what a kick. Oh, yeah. Protected by Night Sister magic. God damn it. Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
Was unwise.
Jesus. Oh no, she's gonna think Sabine is dead. Yeah. Oh! Oh no. Nah, Ahsoka will be fine.
Destroy it!
I don't think she can. Oh, well, Ahsoka's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Jesus Christ. She's gonna jump back up and kill him.
Your master said she would have done it.
Stay back!
But you're not like her, though, are you?
There's no way you think she's dead, right?
Come with me.
No.
Willing. No harm will come to you.
What about your apprentice?
You will be reunited with your friend.
But at the cost of what? Ahsoka, come on. Where is she? No! Ahsoka! Where's Ahsoka? What? Where is she? Why did I hear like the choke? The force choke. Yep.
Shin, release her. Shin.
Ahsoka, where is she? All he did was hit a lightsaber and she fell off.
Send the shuttle to retrieve the good Lord Baylan.
This is Fulcrum. We are down on the surface of Cetos. Repeat, we are down. The enemy has built a massive hyperspace ring. Do not let it escape.
Carson could die, to be fair. Where's Ahsoka, dude? He destroyed it.
No one will be following us.
But we can go through at the same exact time. They're not launching fires because they don't need to.
Hera!
I mean, they're just going to activate the hyperspace thing, aren't they?
Engage the hyperdrive.
Well, Vip Carson, Hera's probably going to get out.
They're gonna jump.
Oh, fuck. Yep. Jesus. Fucking chopper. But how's Ahsoka gonna get to Sabine now?
Ahsoka!
Where is Ahsoka, dude? Like, she literally just got the lightsaber hit. She's in the world between worlds. Again. Who saved her? Someone must have pulled her in, right? Because that's what happened last time. Oh, shit, dude. How? How did she... What? Also, she had enough time to holster a fucking lightsaber. No. Don't. No. No.
I didn't expect to see you so soon.
That's Hayden. It's Hayden, dude. Where is he? Ah! Ah! I mean, we saw him last year, but like... Hey, they de-aged him a little bit. Yeah. Ah. Why is it ominous music? What does that mean? Ah! I almost teared up there, not gonna lie. Fucking Hayden did. Written by Dave Filoni. God damn it, dude. Oh, fucking Anakin's back. That's great. But at the same time, why did they play the Vader theme? Is it because, like, Ahsoka doesn't have closure? Because the last time she saw him was Twilight of the Apprentice, right? So I guess she doesn't really have closure, so she's a bit conflicted about this meeting with him. Like, at first it was kind of happy, and then her face kind of dropped. It's like, oh shit, the last time I saw him, he was going to kill me. Like, Luke's had that closure with Vader, but Ahsoka hasn't. And I think the Ahsoka one, in my opinion, is going to be a bit more emotional, because we've had more time with Ahsoka than we did with Luke and Vader. Right? Luke and Vader is like, okay, Vader's Luke's father, and then Luke turns him back to the light side. That was basically the story. But with Ahsoka, her, you know, you had 7 seasons of Clone Wars. Just the relationship that's built up with Anakin and Ahsoka is better done, you know, and I think it's going to be more emotional, especially seeing the reunion next episode, which is going to be sick. I wonder why he's in the World Between Worlds, though. Like, what is it? Is it what happens to Jedi after they die? Or is it like a... I mean, it's the World Between Worlds, so it's like the void. Like purgatory, kind of. Like, the in between life and death. Outside the Force, outside the universe. But you get to relive, like, certain events of your life. Which makes you think, if Ahsoka's there, I wonder if there's a potential of her looking through like one of these gateways, right? And there's one where she never leaves the Order. Maybe. Like, this is what could have happened if you didn't leave. Like, the better future, maybe. I don't know. Because, like, why would you have Anakin there? Like, Anakin isn't in his, like, Force Ghost form. You know, he's in his normal form. He wasn't there when Ahsoka first woke up and then he appeared. So he's definitely a Force Ghost. And him saying, I didn't expect you so soon, or I didn't expect to see you so soon, makes me think that obviously this has to be Return of the Jedi Anakin. Like, he didn't expect to see Ahsoka dead this soon. The World Between Worlds coming back was kind of obvious. I mean, you can't have it be set up in Rebels for like 2 episodes and then never go back to it. It's such an interesting concept, and it works for Ahsoka too, because I think the logo kind of hints at the World Between Worlds in a way, like the colour of the logo and like I guess the posters that I've been seeing of Ahsoka, and on top of the fact that the World Between Worlds is what saved Ahsoka last time. But the question is, how is she here? Did she actually die? There's no way she died from that. Like, her lightsaber got hit and then she fell off the cliff, which kind of ties into the episode title, Fallen Jedi. Like, she falls. But it could also tie into Baylan. Like, he's a fallen Jedi, and also it could tie into Anakin. I will say, though, the de-aging, like, I'm glad they've done it, because he did look a bit too old in Obi-Wan. But at the same time, de-aging technology isn't in a good enough place for it to not look weird. Like, in this episode, it looked like he was a bit plastic. Hopefully next episode it's improved, because I guess they wouldn't prioritise the episode that he barely appears in for, like, a minute. Not even a minute, it's like 15 seconds max. Right? So it's like, who gives a fuck what the de-aging's gonna look like? Next episode will be the more important one. What if they fuck with us and they don't actually have Anakin and Ahsoka in next episode? And it's all about Sabine entering the new galaxy and meeting Thrawn. However, I would prefer if next episode is just fully focused on Ahsoka. Turns out Marek wasn't anyone we knew, which honestly I'm fine with. I think it works. But it's more interesting that he kind of blew up into smoke. So was he Night Sister magic? Did he even exist? Was it just a bunch of magic? Because he had the Force, right? He had the Force. He could wield the lightsaber. He had a voice. But he was made out of smoke? Unless it's similar to Savage. Because Savage was like enhanced with the magic. Maybe it's the same thing with Marek. Like, there's someone actually in that suit, but it was enhanced by the magic. I don't know. Because he didn't like explode. I mean, he kind of exploded, but he didn't like disintegrate completely. Like, his body's probably still there. If there's even a body, to be honest. It might just be the armour. But no, Marek was kind of a cool character. He looked cool. It sounded cool. I'm just curious who the voice was, because it did kind of sound like Sam Witwer. There's a few lines of dialogue. It's weird that he didn't have any lines this episode. I did like the duel between Marek and Ahsoka. That was pretty sick. Like, she knew she could beat him with just one lightsaber. She should have used 2 when she was fighting Baylan. She might have had a chance then. I just like the little callback to, like, the Obi-Wan and Darth Maul duel, the Twin Sons duel, where, like, you know, it's very samurai-esque. You have this nice little build-up, the music's building, and then Marek charges Ahsoka, and then Ahsoka just slices his stomach, or whatever. And it's kind of the same thing with Baylan too. It's very samurai-esque, and I like it. Like, it just feels like this is proper Star Wars. This is what George Lucas envisioned for maybe the future of Ahsoka, right? But man, I love the fact that Anakin called Ahsoka Snips. I know a lot of people weren't a fan of that back in the day, like, Snips and Sky Guy? Nah, that ain't my Star Wars. But when you have Hayden saying Snips, that That hits. It's kind of annoying that now Sabine is with Baylan. She fell into the temptation because he was using Ezra against her. And it also felt like he read her mind because he closed his eyes and then he knew exactly what she was feeling. Right? And is it just me, or can he like sense the future too? A little bit. Because when Ahsoka ignited her lightsaber, he said, inevitable. You know, like, he was expecting that. Like, he knew it was going to happen at some point, but he was trying to slow it down. Which is interesting. Baylan just reminds me of, like, Count Dooku. It's like a mix of Count Dooku, Qui-Gon, and a bunch of other characters. It's insane. It's just such a shame that Ray Stevenson passed. Like, he's such an imposing figure. At the same time, he's so, like, wise and interesting. Also, Sabine, like, trying to use the Force against Shin. Well, that failed, I think. It looked like Shin was just bracing for it. You know, like, she was just like, oh, nothing happened, you've got no power, huh? That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. I think over the course of this season, maybe Sabine will eventually use the Force. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll just be, you know, a Mandalorian. But it was good to see Sabine, like, in a Mandalorian armor again, using her guns and stuff, which, you know, it's always a nice thing to see. However, speaking of Baylan, like, going back to Baylan for a second, is it just me, or did he mention, like, she lost her family in the Purge or whatever? So something happened there. I wonder if we're going to see flashbacks. Like, we need some flashbacks, because there's some context we're missing for certain scenes. Right? Because the Purge of Mandalore didn't happen until maybe around episode 4-esque? Or maybe it was after episode 6. I don't remember the exact timeline when Mandalore got purged. How is Ahsoka going to get out of the World Between Worlds, and how is she going to find Sabine? I understand why Sabine didn't destroy the only way to get to Ezra. It makes sense, but what if Ezra's already dead? There's no way to know. Right? And what's stopping... Oh, dude, that'd be so fucked. We finally get there, and then Thrawn just kills Ezra. Or he could kill Sabine, because, like, Thrawn is supposed to be the next, like, big bad, you know? I just wonder when they're going to show Thrawn. Will it be next episode? Will it be episode 6? Like, there's only a few episodes left. We're halfway through the season at this point. It's cool to see Carson again. It's just a shame that we didn't bring, like, Zeb or Callus. I'd love to see them both in live action. I know we've seen Zeb before, but seeing Zeb again in live action and Callus, because we haven't seen Callus yet. I'm just trying to work out how Ahsoka got to the World Between Worlds. That's, like, the biggest mystery for me right now. Like, she obviously wasn't pulled in by, like, Anakin, because that makes no fucking sense. How the fuck would Anakin pull her in? And it's because he wasn't even there when she woke up. Like, he just appeared behind her. It wasn't like Ezra, where, like, Ezra was next to her, you know? So I'm trying to work out, like, how did she get there? What happened? Did someone bring her in? Was she saved? Did she pull herself in somehow? Is, like, some time shenanigans shit happening? Yeah, again, it just sucks that this episode was a little bit shorter. It was only, like, 33 minutes, I think, without credits. But it is what it is. It's fine. As long as, like, the later episodes are longer, we might be in a better place compared to, like, Mandalorian, where the episodes started getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and then the finale was short as fuck, so then there wasn't enough time to, like, wrap up everything in a decent way. The finales in the later episodes should be longer than the beginning portion, in my opinion. But I still think the first few episodes should be somewhat long anyway. But, like, the middle portion, we can have shorter episodes, so hopefully next episode is longer. Hopefully episode 6 is longer, and 7 and 8, please. And also, can we see Captain Vex? Like, I need closure on that too. Like the final scene between Ahsoka and Vex. Bring Hayden back to interact with Vex. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what they do next week with being in the World Between Worlds. Oh, it's going to be so good. Hayden's back, interacting with Ahsoka. Sabine's heading to a new galaxy. Fuck. It's about to pop off. But yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed this episode. I think it was the best one we've had so far. Maybe because there's a little bit of nostalgia in there, because seeing Hayden's always a good thing to see. But, like, the lightsaber duels, the setting of the planet, the samurai-esque setup for the fights, and obviously Baylan too, with the temptation stuff. So all that makes for a good episode, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, that about sums up my shitty review. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.